What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich. In this video, I like to talk some more about the whole Leroy Sané to Bayern Munich situation. But before we get into this video, I like to take the time to say Happy Mother's Day to any mother watching this video right now. And if you have a mother and you're watching this video, go and tell her that Dominic Rich say Happy Mother's Day and, have a good one. Okay? How pleasant, right? So let's talk a bit about Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané, 24-year-old German international, left winger. Very, very good. Very, very good. Heavily linked with a move to Bayern Munich in his native country, Germany. Came from Schalke to Man City, where he has definitely excelled under the tutelage of Pep Guardiola. But he is more of a guy who comes off the bench to devastating effect. Not really a starter. Because when you have Raheem Sterling in the team, when you have Riyad Mahrez, when you have Bernardo Silva, it's very hard to start games. It's very hard to start games and keep all these world-class players happy. And Leroy Sané is definitely world-class. But the German national team did not think so back in 2018. And he got snubbed from the World Cup squad. They got knocked out in the first round. And the rest is history. But now, the premier team in Germany, Bayern Munich, wants Leroy Sané. They didn't want him when he was a Schalke, but now they want Leroy Sané. Sané, who is in his final year of his Man City contract, was convinced by some of the Bayern Munich players that play for the German team not to sign a new contract. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all cool. They play for the same team. Guys like Gnabry, Müller at the time, maybe. You have guys like Sula. Many of these guys. Boateng, Neuer. You're talking about Leon Goretzka. Talking about Joshua Kimmich. There's multiple German international that plays for Bayern Munich. Maybe not a lot in the future because of the whole thing that was going on, but we don't need to get into that. But they basically got really close to Leroy Sané, convinced him not to sign a contract extension at City and to come over to Bayern Munich. And on top of that, Sané, who has a young daughter, has expressed that he wants to raise his daughter in Germany and not in England, where he is currently playing football and has been for the last few seasons. And that's understandable. You got a German daughter. You want her to grow up in the German culture, go to school and stuff. And even if she's going to learn the language, she's going to be, let's say, she's going to be mostly English because she's going to be living in England. So I understand why Sané wants to go back to Germany. And maybe as a youngster, one of his dreams was to play for Germany's best club, which is Bayern Munich. So that's perfectly understandable. So Bayern Munich, according to Bild, the German newspaper, is said to have put in a bid for Leroy Sané. A bid that Man City is probably rejected or will reject if it's not good enough. The bid is said to be of 40 million euros, which is definitely very, very low for a player of Leroy Sané's caliber. Like you gotta, like City was talking about 100 million plus if you want Leroy Sané. But because of the whole coronavirus pandemic, the economy isn't the same. Things aren't going to be the same in terms of the transfer window. We aren't going to see a lot of players go for 100 million euros going forward. It's going to take a while. Who knows? Who knows what would happen? But right now, that's what we're speculating. So Bayern Munich would need to come up with about, let's say, a better deal. Maybe 70 to 80 million euros or more. Or put a player into the deal, a player who's very valuable as well that they could dispense with if they want their man Leroy Sané. But they're hell-bent on signing Leroy Sané. That's their prime target going forward, Leroy Sané. And I don't blame them. This player is devastating. He's fast, he's skillful, he has an eye for goal. So I don't blame them. And he is German. So they have all right to go in for Leroy Sané. Any team would want a player like Leroy Sané. As all the Liverpool fans always say, that's one player they fear, and it's Leroy Sané. I get excited when Sané is on the field, and it was very, very, very sad to see him pull up in the very first game of the 2019-20 season. But let's assume that Leroy Sané is going to move to Bayern Munich, which I think he will move to Bayern Munich. If not this summer, he will let his contract run out and go on a free. And before he goes on a free, City should sell him and get their investment back and make some profit. So, Sané, let's assume that he's going to leave. I came up with 5 players who could potentially replace Leroy Sané at Manchester City. And I'm going to talk briefly about these 5 names that I came up with. I'm going to go straight off the top and let you guys know if City should sign these players or if they will go in for these players. First player on the list, 23-year-old Spanish left winger who plays for Real Sociedad, Mikel Oyarzabal. He has been linked with a move to City before. He has been definitely linked with a move to City. And players like Oyarzabal is the reason, and he is a Spanish international too, is one of the reasons why Real Sociedad is so high in La Liga table this season. I think they're about 4th. He has about a handful of several goals and assists, but this is an impressive player. I've seen snippets of him play when I catch a Sociedad match now and again. I'm not going to sit here and say I sit down and watch Real Sociedad, but Mikel Oyarzabal, he's a good talent, and the fact that Pep Guardiola is from Spain, he's from Spain, I can definitely see this one happening. I can see this happening, and he will be more inclined to play a backup role, a rotation player coming off the bench behind Raheem Sterling, who's going to be left wing. So Mikel Oyarzabal, I think this one could happen. It could definitely happen. And I would be satisfied with a player like that because he's young, he's skillful, and we know Spain produces a lot of very, very top quality wingers. And now I'm thinking about this, there's actually 2 other players that just popped into my head, but I won't talk about these players in this video. I'll save that for another video. Maybe 5 more players that could replace Leroy Sané. The next player on the list is Kingsley Coman, young Frenchman who plays for Bayern Munich. So there was rumors that Bayern Munich and City were going to make a deal with Sané plus cash and bring over Coman. Coman plus cash for Sané. I said it wrong. Coman plus cash for Sané. But the thing about Kingsley Coman, he's very talented. I like Coman ever since he was at Juventus. But the thing with Coman is he's very, very injury prone. Very, very injury prone. Injury has been haunting him throughout his career. And I don't know, man. He's a weakling. Very talented, but he's a weakling. So he would be a good player to sign if he could keep fit. But, man, he's been injured too many times. It's too risky. So Coman, I think he's a dub, and I'm going to say no for Kingsley Coman. I like him and all, but no, not Coman. Third player on the list. We have been recently linked to this young Arsenal wonder kid, and that's Bukayo Saka. I like this player. I love this player. I really, really admire this player. He's a left midfielder. He could play as a left winger, who could play as a left back. So he's just a specialist on the left side of the field. He has pace, he can defend, and he is very adept going forward. He has scored some spectacular goals in his breakout season, which is the 2019-20 season. So a player like Saka would be a great signing. He would be a great signing. And just to backtrack on the Mikel Oyarzabal, he is currently rated at around 60 million euros. So City would have to fork out some cash for Oyarzabal. Definitely will. He was rated higher. Maybe he's rated about 80. But they're going to have to fork out for Oyarzabal. But coming back to Saka. Saka is only rated at 20 million euros. First season, final year of his contract. He has one more year left, and he hasn't signed an extension. I spoke about Saka being linked to Liverpool, and Liverpool are in for him too. Rumored to be in for him, and allegedly linked to him. City as well. Arsenal would want good money for Saka, but he won't cost over 30 million. Definitely won't. He definitely, in today's market, he definitely won't cost over 30 million. Maybe 30 to 40 million pounds. Let's put it that way. He would be expensive. But Arsenal would want to keep Saka. So I don't think Saka is going to leave Arsenal right about now. With Mikel Arteta at the helm, he's building something right now. I think Saka would want to stick around and, be part of that project. So coming to City, he might rot on the bench. Or maybe he might start. Who knows? But I don't think Saka is going to happen. So that's 3 players. The next player, David Neres of Ajax. He would be worth around 40 million euros. 30 to 40 million euros. City could go in for this player, and I think he would be happy with a backup role behind a guy like Raheem Sterling, or he could even play on the right wing over there. Competition in the squad, very good. He's fast. He was injured this season, but he's a very, very skillful player. Recently made his debut for the Brazilian national team, and David Neres would be a great fit for Man City. Whoever picks up this player would be a great fit. Ajax, they're braced for people to come in for their players. There's Danny van der Beek still there. They already took Ziyech. They took Frankie de Jong. They took Matthias de Ligt. Onana is on people's radar. So Tagliafico, Mazraoui, all these guys could be leaving. So David Neres, definitely a good talent, and I could see him making a move to Manchester City. I would love the move too. So I could definitely see that one happening. And the final one that I would absolutely love to see. I would absolutely love this move. And I think he is one of the players that would come closest to replacing Leroy Sané seamlessly. And that's Everton, who plays for Grêmio, who is part of the Brazilian national team. And oh my God, last season at the Copa America, he was so devastating. I'm surprised he still plays for Grêmio. He's a Grêmio youth product. And I'm surprised he's still there. But maybe because he has an 80 million euro buyout clause. 80 million. Which is ridiculous. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised. How longer is he going to stay at Grêmio? He's 24 years old. Time is running out. And if Man City could strike up a deal, the money that they get for Leroy Sané, they could bring in Everton. He has been linked to Everton too, so that one is funny, but I would absolutely love that. I would absolutely love Everton from Brazil. Love that player, man. He's fast, he's skillful, he's Brazilian. We have a few Brazilians in our team. Edison, Fernandinho. We have Gabriel Jesus. There was Danilo, he left. So there's Portuguese in Bernardo. There's João Cancelo still there. I would love this player at the team. I would love him in our team. At the club, I should say. Listen. I'm getting excited here. But Leroy Sané, if he wants to go, as much as I love him, let him go. Let Leroy Sané go. We'll have to find a replacement. And I just listed 5 players who could replace Leroy Sané at Manchester City. According to how many people watch this video, I'll come up with 5 more. I'll let you know 5 more players that City could sign as Leroy Sané's potential replacement. I'm excited about this. Really excited about this right now. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts on this whole Leroy Sané situation in the comment section down below. You know what? Get this video to 100 likes. 100 likes if you're watching this right now, and I'll make part 2. 5 more players that could replace Leroy Sané at Manchester City. Guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich. If you never check out cardsplug.com, head on over there, use the coupon code Dominic Rich FC to get yourself 15% off your order. You won't regret it. It makes for a very good gift to oneself or the football lover in your family. Guys, thanks for watching this video. And until next time, peace out. Rich, score.